Сайн байцгаана уу? Today we're going to look at our vocabulary list. More specifically, we will be looking at the possessive particles min, man, chin, ten, and in. Now these are used a lot in Mongolian and they have several grammatical functions. Let's start by looking at their main function. Their main function is to express the relationship between the person and the noun preceding it. Min expresses the relationship between the noun and the first person, which is be. For example, age min. Man expresses the relationship between the noun and the first plural person, which is bid. Our man. Chin and ten expresses the relationship between the noun and the second person, chi or ta. For example, du chin. Ach ten. Finally, in shows the relationship between the noun and the third person, which is tir. For example, ichniren. Now, suffix a also shows the relationship between the noun and the person, but the difference is it does not specify the person. For example, otas becomes otsa. Otsa can mean my phone, your phone, his phone, her phone, our phone, their phone, etc. So a expresses general relationship, not personal. Now this might sound confusing to you, but the context will help you figure out which person the noun belongs to. For example, don't worry about memorizing the new words. Bi otsa tiniglichban. In this case, otsa can only mean my phone. Чи утсаа шалгасан уу? In this case, it means your phone. Тэр утсаа хэрэглэж байна. Here, it means his or her phone. This little number, 4, shows us that we have 4 different vowel choice according to the vowel harmony. A are for masculine words, E and O for feminine words. For example, utsa, ochna, huge, nuchro. Suffix a is always placed at the end of a word. No matter how many suffixes it's preceded by, it has to be at the end. For example, aftara, ochunda. Apparently, this is the longest word in Mongolian. Цахилгаан жуулалтынхантайгаа. Let me break it down for you. Цахилгаан жуулалтынхантайгаа. Of course, this is an exaggeration. We never use this many suffixes at the same time. The word has 7 suffixes. As you can see, a is placed at the end. We will learn more about suffixes in the future lesson. Possessive particles also can be preceded by suffixes. For example, awasmin, achimin. Now, you might be wondering what is the difference between age-min and mini-age. When you say age-min, there's a feeling attached to it, a feeling of love, respect, and admiration. It's almost like there's a hidden message saying, I love you, Mom. So the closest English equivalent would be my beloved mother. But when you say mini-age, there's no feeling attached to it. It just simply means my mother. It's the same with age-man. Age-man means our beloved mother. Meaning-wise, there's no difference between age-chin or chinny-age, age-ten, tenny-age, age-in, tony-age. In spoken Mongolian, sometimes chin and in can mean the same thing. For example, age-авчин сайн уу? Age-аав нь сайн уу? Хүсэл чинь биелэх болтугай. Хүсэл нь биелэх болтугай. Moving on to the second function, noun plus possessive particles can act as pronouns. For example, If you are talking to your mom, instead of be, you can say hun. If you're a girl, you can say aknan. Now I'm gonna quote some lyrics from the song called Bano Eje. Again, don't worry about the new words.
Bano, сайн уу ээжээ. Хүн завгүй байна. Эргээ залгая. Bano, ээжээ хүн байна.
Охин нь таньда хайртай шүү. Охин нь танайгаа маш их санаж байна.
So instead of saying bi завгүй байна, we can refer to ourselves as hun завгүй байна. If you're a girl, you can say охин нь завгүй байна. When someone says hun or охин to their parents, they are creating a sense of belonging. It's almost like saying, I'm your son, I belong to you, you are valuable to me. Depending on who you are talking to, the noun changes. Let's say you are talking to your friend, so instead of be, you can say найзан. Найзан сайн сайн. Найзан унтлаа, сайхан амраарай. Найзан creates a sense of belonging. It's like saying, we are good friends, you are my valued friend. Or male close friends use хөгшин instead of найз. Хөгшин чинь сайн сайн. Хөгшин чинь ойртоо завгүй л байна. In this case, хөгшин is the equivalent of dude, bro, chap, buddy, etc. It's very informal, so only close male friends refer to each other as хөгшин, or sometimes it's pronounced хөгшин. For example, сайн уу хөгшин? The original meaning of хөгшин is someone who is old, someone who lived longer. Let's say you are a parent and you are talking to your child. So instead of be, you can use ээжин or аав нь. Ээж нь баяртай байна. Аав нь хүүгээрээ бахархаж байна. Some couples refer to themselves as харин when they talk to each other. For example, харин чамайг санаад байна. So instead of be, they are using харин. Now, possessive particles can also be added to the pronouns itself to express a sense of belonging or sense of separation. We never say bemin. It would sound as ridiculous as my, me. But we do say chimin, tamin, tirmin, inmin. All of them show sense of belonging. It's like saying you belong to me. You are valuable to me. Now, min never follows plural pronouns. Instead, we use man. But we never say bitman, which would sound as weird as our us. We do say tanarman, tidnarman, idnarman. All of them express a sense of belonging. While min and man express a sense of belonging to the community, chin can create both sense of belonging and sense of separation depending on the context. For example, хүүчин удахгүй очно. Хүүчин удахгүй очно. Here it creates a sense of belonging. You can also use хүн удахгүй очно. Both mean the same. Chin can also create a sense of separation between you and the person or people you are talking to or talking about. That's why these are often used in negative sentences which disapprove or question someone's action. For example, чи чинь юу хийж байгаа юм бэ? Or when we are gossiping or talking behind someone's back, we use нөгөөх чинь, цаадах чинь, наадах чинь instead of тэр. If we are talking about a group of people, we would use нөгөөдүүл чинь, цаадуул чинь, наадуул чинь instead of тэднар or эднар. Again, don't worry about memorizing the new words. Цаадах чинь юу хийж байгаагаа сайн мэдэж байгаа. Цаадах чинь юу хийж байгаагаа сайн мэдэж байгаа. Цаадуул чинь юу хийж байна? Цаадуул чинь юу хийж байна? Particle in doesn't usually follow pronouns, but you might see some people using been on Twitter or on other social media. It's grammatically wrong, but some people use it. For example, been iрлээ. When someone says been, they just mean that I belong to you guys. I am part of the community. So been creates a sense of belonging. Third function, if possessive particles are preceded by adjectives or verbs, it functions as an emphasizer or to show contrast between two or more things. For example, улаан нь том. So in is emphasizing the red one. The red one is big. Том нь улаан. Цэнхэр нь жижиг. Жижиг нь цэнхэр. Наан чин цаг хэд болж байна. Өнөөдөр чин сайхан өдөр байх чинь ээ. Ингэх нь зөв. Тэгэх нь буруу. Verbs before possessive particles may take any form, past, present, future, or it might be followed by several suffixes. Still, possessive particles act as an emphasizer. Finally, let's have a look at some expressions that include possessive particles. Уган, уган, учран, учран, юран, юран, жишээн, жишээн, аль аль нь, таминэ, таминэ. Although we write it separately, we pronounce it together, таминэ, таминэ, and it's used when you are referring or addressing people. Хогчин. Now, this one is a rude expression. It's usually said when someone has bad luck after they had been mean to you or teased you. Let's say your friend teases you by sending these silly texts. Don't worry about the new words. Чи над руу өсөг явуул та. Obviously, he's pulling your leg because he sent the letter itself. Бас үсэг явуул та. Зарим үсэг дарагдахгүй байна. Одоо үсэг явуул та. At this time, it gets to you. Чи яах гэдэл байна да? Your friend is enjoying himself so much that he drops his phone on his face. And a moment later, he texts you. Уцаа нүүрэн дээрээ унахчихлаа. And now you can say хогчин, meaning you deserved it. It serves you right. So that is it for today's lesson. Make sure you memorize the vocabulary list because we will be forming sentences very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done yet and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Дараагийн хичээл хүртэл баяр та.